There are 22 different Arabic countries in the world. Each country almost has its own dialect. And you might find that one country speaks more than a local Arabic dialect. So if you are an Arabic native speaker considering learning to speak the Arabic language, you might feel confused by the variety of the Arabic dialects, and you might be wondering where to begin. Should you learn the MSA, or should you learn the Fus-ha, or should you learn the Egyptian dialect, or should you learn the Gulf one, the Iraqi one? Which dialect should you start with? And also you might be asking, how do we as Arabs understand and communicate with each other easily, as every country has its own Arabic dialect and its own tongue spoken by its people. So how do we Arabs from different Arabic countries can communicate and understand each other easily? In this video, I'll clear up all the confusion about this topic, and I'll help you decide which dialect is the best fit for you to start with, and by the end of this video, you'll be able to choose which Arabic dialect is the best fit for you to start with, and what is exactly your need to learn to can communicate easily with all the Arab men all above the world. So let's start. So first, let's classify all the spoken Arabic language in just two main categories. Al-Arabiyatul-Fusha, which we call it the Fus-ha or Al-Fusha, and Al-Ammeiya, Al-Arabiyatul-Ammeiya. So we have the Fus-ha and the Ammeiya. Al-Fusha, Al-Ammeiya, Al-Arabiyatul-Fusha, Al-Arabiyatul-Ammeiya. And Al-Fusha is classified actually into two main categories also. MSA, which stands for Modern Standard Arabic, and the classical form of Al-Fusha. So Al-Fusha is classified into MSA, which is the Modern Standard Arabic, or the modern form or the modern version of this Fusha, and the classical version of Al-Fusha. And Al-Arabiyatul Ammeiya is classified into too many different local dialects spoken by its people in its only regions or in its countries. And before going through explaining each of them in details, let's first summarize all the differences between Al-Fusha and Al-Ammeiya in just one sentence, okay? Fusha is the formal way used in contexts and informal speeches, and Ammeiya is the informal way used in the Arabic daily interactions and the informal speeches. That actually is the main difference between the two versions of the Arabic language, or the two main categories of the Arabic language. So Fusha is the formal way, as we said, and it's used in Qur'an. It's also used in Hadith of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and in written texts, and in different, newspapers, articles, emails, and any other formal communication. So that is Al-Arabiyatul Fusha, okay? And about Al-Arabiyatul Ammeiya or Al-Ammeiya, Ammeiya refers to the various spoken dialects of different Arabs in all countries, and it differs from one country to other, and it also differs from one region to other. Maybe even in the same region or the same city, there are different dialects by different people in different villages, and each dialect of them has its own structure and has its own vocabulary and grammar and so on. Al-Arabiyatul Fusha mainly classified into two main categories: the MSA, the Modern Standard Arabic, and the classical version of Al-Arabiyatul Fusha. So we have the classical version and the modern version. Classical Arabic is the form of the Arabic language that we used in religious texts, in poetry and literature from the 6th century to the 13th century. And of course it's the language of the Qur'an, Hadith of Prophet Muhammad, and the early Islamic texts, and of course in the pre-modern Arabic literature. But MSA is the formal version of the Arabic language, but we use it today in our, written communications, formal speeches, emails, news, but in today's use, it is derived from the classical version of the Arabic Fusha, but you can say modernize it to fit today's needs. Okay, but I want to tell you something. In fact, and on ground here in the Arabic world, we don't have these classifications. We just have two main classifications. Every Arab man knows these two classifications, even Fus-ha or Ammeiya. We have Al-Arabiyyatul Fus-ha and Al-Arabiyyatul Ammeiya. Remember this, there are only two classifications, even Al-Fus-ha, Al-Arabiyyatul Fus-ha, or Al-Ammeiya, Al-Arabiyyatul Ammeiya. And the good part is, once you learned the Fus-ha, even classical form or the modern standard Arabic version, once you learned Al-Arabiyyatul Fus-ha, you will be able to understand the Qur'an, you will be able to understand the hadith of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, you will be able to understand any historical written books, you will be able to communicate with any Arab person on this earth and communicate every Arab man, or you can use it in your daily business, you can use it in every aspects of the life, okay? Just by learning Al-Fus-ha, just by learning the formal language or the formal version of the Arabic language. Once you learn this version of the Arabic language, I can guarantee that you will be able to use it and you can be able to, understand and communicate with any Arab person on this earth, wherever he is found. And this is easy because this is the formal way of Arabic language. Actually, it is the Arabic language. Any Arab man or any Arab guy in this earth, he learned to speak Fus-ha or Arabic Fus-ha in schools from being a child until he went to the high school, until then going to the university, going to the masters, the PhDs. He learns only the Arabic Fus-ha. Only uses this Arabic Fus-ha in dealing and in written communication. Arabic Fus-ha, Al-Arabiyyatul Fus-ha, is mainly used in every aspect or in every part of the life in its formal way, okay? So any Arab person or any Arab guy, since he was a child until he became, an employee, for example, in a company or anything, whatever his work industry is, he uses Arabic Fus-ha in his formal way and in his work until today, okay? So if you speak Arabic Fus-ha, you will be able to communicate with any Arab person on this earth, whatever he is speaking in his country or whatever his local dialect or Ammeiya dialect that he is speaking or uses in his country, he'll be able to understand you 100% totally and communicate with you in a very easy and simple way. Okay, I'll give you a simple example to understand me and make it easy for you. Let's say the word table, for example, okay? Table is called in the Arabic Fus-ha, in Al-Arabiyyatul Fus-ha, we call it, as Arabs, we call it طاولة, okay? Here in Egypt, there are different vocabularies or synonyms for the same word table, okay? For example, in Cairo, they say it tarabeza, okay? For the table, they call it tarabeza. But in the Upper Egypt, we call it tabliya. So we have طاولة in Al-Arabiyyatul Fus-ha, and we have tarabeza in Cairo, and we have tabliya in the Upper Egypt. There are different three Arabic words, okay? If you went outside Egypt, for example, and you are dealing with a Saudi Arabian man, for example, or any Arab man, when you tell him طاولة, he will directly understand you that you are referring to the table or you are meaning the table, okay? A table means طاولة. He will directly understand you. But if you told him طبلية, give me طبلية, أعطيني الطبلية, ناولني الطبلية, he won't understand what you're saying. He will tell you, what do you mean by طبلية? What do you mean by this word which is طبلية? It's only understood by the people in a specific place in Egypt, in the Upper Egypt, not in all the Arab world. You got me? So by knowing the word طاولة, you can say طاولة in any Arab country to any Arab man, and he will totally and 100% understand that you are referring to a table. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you don't make a subscription until now. If you find this video helpful, this will really help me making more free videos for you on this channel. So again, before going to the Ammeiya and explain it in details, so we have the modern standard Arabic and the classical form of Al-Arabiyyatul Fus-ha. So we have Fus-ha or Al-Arabiyyatul Fus-ha, once you learn this Arabiya Fusha, you can communicate with any Arab person. There is no Arab person on earth that can't understand you when you speak with Al-Fusha. But he may don't understand you when you are speaking with a specific language or a specific Ammeiya dialect or a specific local dialect for a specific village or city in the Arab world. But once you are speaking Fusha, he will 100% understand you, even if he as an Arab man doesn't use it in his everyday interactions. He will understand you, 100% will understand you and know what you want and will help you get what you want. Okay, so going to the other part of the Arabic dialects, which is Al-Ammeiya, Al-Arabiyatul Ammeiya. Ammeiya, as we said, it's the informal phase of the Arabic language. We as Arab use it in everyday conversations and interactions, and it differs from one region to another and from one city or one country to another. Here is a quick overview of the main Arabic dialects used in different Arabic countries. The first one is the Egyptian dialect. We call it Al-Masriya, Al-Ammiyatul Masriya, Al-Arabiyatul Ammiyatul Masriya. It's mainly used in Egypt, which is Masr, so we call it Masriya, derived from the word Masr. So it's spoken in Egypt and understood by different Arab countries due to the wide media of Egypt. Okay, and the second one is the Levantine, which is, we call it Al-Shamiyya, Al-Lahjatul Shamiyya, or Al-Ammiyatul Shamiyya. Al-Shamiyya or Levantine is spoken in Lebanon, Syria, Jordan and Palestine. And there is Gulf Arabic or Gulf dialect. We call it Al-Khalijiyya or Al-Lahjatul Khalijiyya or Al-Ammiyatul Khalijiyya. Al-Khalij, it's used in the Gulf countries like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, UAE and different Gulf countries. And there is Maghribiyya dialect. We call it Ad-Darija Al-Maghribiyya, Ad-Darija Al-Ammiyya Al-Maghribiyya. It's mainly spoken in the north of Africa, in countries like Algeria, Morocco and Tunisia. And there is Iraqi dialect Arabic or Al-Lahjatul Iraqiyya. It is used in Al-Iraq, which is Iraq. It's used in Iraq and spoken by some different countries, but mainly it's used in Al-Iraq. Each dialect has its own vocabulary, has its own grammar rules, has its own, pronunciation. So this makes the decision of determining which dialect to start with is very important for you as a learner. For example, in Egypt, which is one of the top 3 famous countries or famous Arab countries in the world, me personally as an Egyptian guy, I don't know all the spoken dialects in every region in Egypt. I know the most commonly used dialects in Egypt, but I don't know all the Egyptian dialects because our population is more than 100 million people. Of course, I won't know all the Egyptian dialects used in every region or every small village in Egypt. Of course, this is not logic. I only know the most commonly used dialects in Egypt. And I'm talking about just one Arab country, which is Egypt, one of 22 different Arab countries. You got me? You will find tons of videos on YouTube that talk about each specific local or Ammeiya dialect used in everyday Arabic speech. And you'll find very good tutors and very good teachers to explain it to you. But for now, I want you to understand the main differences between all the dialects, and I want you to clear up all the misunderstanding and the confusion about the Arabic dialects. And to sum up all what we said, okay, there is 2 main categories of the spoken Arabic language. We have Al-Arabiyatul Fus-ha and we have Al-Arabiyatul Ammeiya. And Al-Arabiyatul Fus-ha includes two main parts or 2 main versions of Al-Fusha. There is MSA or Modern Standard Arabic, and there is classical version of Al-Fusha. So we have Al-Fusha, which includes MSA and classical version. And we have Al-Ammeiya or the local language, or call it as you call it, it's the informal phase of the Arabic language, Al-Ammiyatul Arabiyya. This Ammiyatul Arabiyya is classified into many different dialects, mainly including Egyptian dialect, Al-Shamiyya, Al-Iraqiyya, Al-Khalijiyya, and so on and etc. If you want to speak the language of the Qur'an and be understood by any Arab guy on the earth by using Arabic language, you have to learn the Arabic Fus-ha or Al-Fusha or الفصحى العربية أو العربية الفصحى. You have to learn the formal way of the Arabic language to be understood by any Arab person on the earth. And if you want to speak a specific dialect for a specific purpose, for example, it will help you in your business, okay? You are dealing or you are traveling or you are heading a specific Arabic country and you want to communicate easily with the people in this country, not to make any barriers between you and them, or it might help you in any way for a specific country, you have to or you should learn this specific dialect only and focus on it, because as I told you, every Ammeiya dialect has its own vocabulary, has its own, structure, has its own grammar rules, pronunciation, and so on. So if this helps you in your business or helps you as you want to travel to a specific country or communicate easily with different Arab people in this country, you should learn this specific dialect related to those specific countries or Arab men that you are heading to. And last but not least, my deep advice to you is to start by learning any type of the Arabic spoken dialects. But just start. Don't waste your time by consuming content. What is the best dialect I have to start with, and make this take more than its real volume or value? Just start. The best way to learn Arabic or to master the spoken Arabic is to practice. You have to start and practice. Start, listen from natives, practice, learn and repeat. Start, learn, practice and repeat. Start, learn, practice and repeat, and so on. By this, day by day, and after a little period of practicing the language, you will master the spoken Arabic. It's very easy and simple actually, but you have to start. Don't waste your time searching on the YouTube and making or consuming different content, asking for the best way to start. Just start. The best way you will discover it after starting, just start, listen, learn, practice and repeat, and so on. And by practicing and repeating every day or every week, you will find the great progress in your level in the Arabic language. I mean, this is the way that we Arabs learn to speak Arabic language. There are too many Arab men that they didn't go to schools and they don't know how to write or how to read, but they can fluently speak Arabic. How can they do it? They just practice the language from they were child. They listen from the native speakers, their dad, their families, their friends, their relatives, and start practicing from they were child, and by time they were fluent Arabic native speakers. So this is the only way. The only way is to listen from the natives, practice it, and start speaking every day, repeating this. You will find yourself a master or very near to a native Arabic speaker. It's only about practicing. Here we are at the end of the video. I hope this video helped you in understanding the main differences between the Arabic dialects and to choose which dialect is the best fit for you to start. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe to this channel if you don't subscribe, and leave me a comment to tell me which is the best part that you liked in the video. And subscribe to my newsletter Arabic Secrets. It's totally free to help me send you every week an email that will help you very much in your Arabic learning journey. So thank you for watching again, and see you in the next video. مع السلامة.